Greetings, Earthlings. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about cycles, lessons, and how they repeat until you learn them. Now, first, I want to start off by saying I feel like this is one of those hermetic principles of life that cycles will repeat themselves until we acknowledge them, until we take accountability for them, and we evolve from them. And what I mean by cycles is, you ever had that thought where you're just like, why is this happening to me again? Why does this keep happening? It could be financial problems, it can be relationship problems, it could be family problems, it could be anything in the world, but you're always asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Like, I'm a good person, or at least I believe I'm a good person. I try to do good, I try to put good intentions out there, but this one thing just keeps happening to me. And so I really want to talk about how, instead of saying, why is this happening to me, we can change it into, what is this trying to teach me? Because everything in life comes with a lesson. And if something is repeating, then it's something that we are not learning. And it's something that we need to take more accountability for, because if we claim to be the creators of our reality, then we have to be accountable and acknowledge all that we created. Whether we want to put it in a good category or in a bad category, we have to take accountability for our external surroundings, because it comes from within. It comes from our thoughts manifesting it, or just those karmatic experiences or those lessons that we need to face to evolve into our next higher self. So I'm going to get more into depth about it, but yeah. So one of my favorite quotes is, what you allow continues. And this plays a huge role in everything. Basically meaning, if you're allowing someone or something in your life to keep happening, or someone to treat you any kind of way, it's because you're allowing it to continue. People my age, being 21, a lot of people are going through those kind of heartbreak stage where they're really confused as to people's intentions with them. And people are like, why do people keep playing with my feelings? Why do people keep playing with my heart? All I do is give love, and they take advantage of it. And my saying to that is, what you allow continues. If you're going through these repeating cycles, there has to be something familiar. There has to be something similar that happened maybe the last time. And when you get that familiar feeling in your gut, and you get that strange but yet calm voice that's telling you this might not be the best idea, you want to listen to that voice, because one, that's your intuition speaking to you, and the more you listen to your intuition, the louder your intuition becomes. And so we all know we have that gut feeling about certain things, and the more you listen to it, the more it'll guide you into the right direction, into the better opportunities and the better people. And so if you're allowing people to take advantage of your feelings, if you're allowing people to have that power in their hands to even affect your feelings on that level, then there's something within you that you have to change. You have to take accountability for your own feelings, because feelings are from within. And yes, people do have an influence of our feelings from the outside, but it's only to our extent. It's only as much as you allow them to have that control. And just like the Four Agreements said, if somebody is sending you poison, it's your choice whether you choose to take that poison, or to just let that person get that poison back. Because if you don't take it, then they have no choice but to have that. So it just goes back to having those boundaries, what you will and what you won't allow. You need to know what you will and what you won't allow. You need to know what you want, and you need to know what you won't allow. If somebody crosses this line, it's done. That's your boundary, and it's set. And you need to make those boundaries clear with these people, so that they know that if they cross this line, then it's done. You have crossed the line, and that is not what I allow. And that shows people to respect you. That shows people that you know exactly what you want. And it just makes it a lot easier to eliminate those good and bad entities in your life. And it plays a role in so many different things beyond relationships, but relationships are the easiest thing to talk about because I feel like as a society, we all are so focused on, you know, love and finding that one and all the glittery and rainbows and sunshines, and we're not really taking accountability for our actions and for ourselves. When we go through these bad times, it's really easy to be in a situation and the first thing you think is, why is this happening to me? You know, what did I do? And why is that person doing that to me? But sometimes it is us, it is within us. And when you take that responsibility, you are taking your power back, because whether that person intentionally hurts you or not, you're taking that power and you're saying, okay, this person hurted me, but I know hurted isn't a word. This person hurt me, and it's my responsibility now to heal these wounds. And now that I know what I don't like, I can mark this off my list as boundaries. This is something that I no longer will allow from a person. And as we go through these experiences and these cycles, we learn the things that we do and we don't allow. And it's helpful. And you know, I like to say that instead of taking L's, we're taking lessons, because ultimately that's what all of these experiences are. They are lessons for us to learn more about ourselves, to learn more about others. Like, a lot of these things can be fear-based, and it can be in any category outside of just relationships. It can be financial independence. It can be the fear of being alone and not having anybody. It can be school. You're failing school and you just don't know what to do, and you're just blaming everything outside instead of looking within yourself and saying, okay, what is it with me that I need to change in order to change the external? Because if we really want change on our external surroundings, then we have to change the internal, and we have to look within ourselves, because you can't forever just blame everything outside of you, because it's not right. And you can't control anything outside of you. You can only control you. So, like I said, that goes back to saying we are the creators of our reality. And as we're shifting into this 5D, a lot of people are getting more aware of their thoughts and how thoughts do create reality. And they're getting more aware of the law of attraction and the law of vibration, and they know that perception is everything, and that's really good. So now it's time to take accountability for ourselves and for our own actions, and to really set those boundaries of what we will and what we won't allow. These cycles will keep repeating until you learn them. You will keep finding yourself in the same situations, and you will keep having that same question of, why is this happening to me? But once you change it to, what is this trying to teach me? And or what can I do within myself to change the situation? Then then you will really get a better understanding of why these things are happening. Ultimately, everything is happening for you, not to you. Therefore, your next level, you know, a lot of things may be scary. A lot of these decisions and these cycles may be fear-based because you're afraid of certain things happening. But fear is only the fear of the unknown, and fear is mostly in our imaginations, and it's not really real. And just like that, when you get that feeling of facing a fear, you feel really good. You feel really courageous, and you feel like, wow, I just stepped into something I was afraid of, and I came out on the other side okay, and it feels so good. And yeah, it's just really important to be aware of these cycles and learn and grow. And you know, it's the duality, it's the plurality of life, that you are going to have these up and down roller coaster rides forever. And it's about the way you look at it. It's about the way you take it. It's about taking the accountability and taking the responsibility and taking the power that you have within yourself back. And switching these situations into something that you can learn from. And I feel like that is one of the major keys to life and to success, is changing these bad situations into beautiful situations that you can learn from, and you won't have to keep repeating it because you know that this is a next step. This is something that I have to face head on, and if I don't, it's just gonna keep repeating, and I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? But whatever, you know, you just face it and you come out a changed person, and then you can teach others. But at the same time, you have to know that everybody's on their own level and their own frequency, and even if you tell a baby not to touch the stove top, the baby might have to touch the stove top just to learn for itself not to touch the stove top because it's hot, you know? So I hope that this video can help you get an understanding of all those negative patterns or those negative moments in your life where you're just thinking, why is this happening to me? And I hope you learn to take responsibility for your actions and not to always blame the outside, because it's not always the outside. Sometimes it's within. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for coming. This is something that I had to learn the hard way, and I'm learning it now, and I'm really happy to be learning it now, because as I'm stepping into the adulthood and adult life, it's very beneficial for my evolution, and I hope I can help all of you with your evolution. And I love you. One love and peace.